you doing today?
Good. How are you?
Yeah.
I'm doing wonderful. So, Aimee, I'll start with you. Tell me about the sets on this movie, Christmas with You, and how do you guys keep in the Christmas spirit even when you weren't filmed during the holidays?
Oh, well, the set was amazing. Shooting in New York just has a certain amount of energy, for good or for bad. You know, there's constant noise, honking horns, pigeons flying all over the place, pedestrians, tourists, and I love it. I love chaos. I thrive on chaos. Like, I love it when people cough in the middle of my line, because then the next moment after that is something I couldn't plan because I'm reacting to that cough. So I love chaos. I feel like it's when I'm the most comfortable. So I love shooting in New York because you can definitely expect chaos. And as far as the Christmas spirit, I constantly am in the Christmas spirit because I feel like when we're close to the holidays, everyone's a little nicer. They let you into their lane when you're driving. They'll open the door for you. So I'm all about the Christmas spirit. And I have stockings of me and my boo year round. And I may or may not have a wreath on my front door year round, even when it's brown and it's like June. I'm like, you know what, it's the Christmas spirit. So I'm a big fan, and I'm very excited that we'll be able to spread this Latino Christmas cheer in 190 countries.
That's awesome. What about you, Freddie? Did it feel like Christmas season every day when you went to work for this film?
They made it feel like that. I'm the opposite of Aimee. I can't stand chaos. I wish everything was shot on a soundstage and the weather was completely controlled and the snow was fake. But every single set, if we didn't have snow, they built snow. If whatever we needed for it to feel necessary, this team put it together and made this movie feel great. I will say this though, it didn't feel like we had to put an effort into making it a Christmas film. I treated this the same way as every other movie I've ever done. And I think that's what people are sort of gravitating to and connecting to, is everybody feels like they can be or want to be a part of this family. Everyone is relating to the performance that Aimee put together with Angelina, because it looks so honest and pure. And I get where people have issues with like forced diversity and things like that. Like, nothing's forced in this movie. Everything was just played so honestly and truthfully that everybody watching it, unless you hate Christmas, everybody that's watched it has really found something or someone that they can grab onto and say, hey, that's my guy or that's my girl, and I'm on this ride with them. So I've been not surprised, but just very impressed by the reaction that people have given us.
That's amazing. And these characters are really unique, and you guys put in awesome performances with these characters. Tell me about preparing for these roles and how you kind of connected with these characters. I'll start with you, Aimee. How do you connect with your character when you first read her in the script, and how you developed her?
Yeah, well, I had 5 days to learn the dance routines and 72 hours to learn the 3 songs. So you can't overthink it. I just went completely guttural and surrendered to our amazing choreographer, Jessica Castro, who toured with Mariah back in the day all over the world. And if she said jump, I would say how high. If she said, look, you have to squat because you're dancing in 5-inch heels, and as much as you're scared on these heels, the lower you go, she's like, your butt has got to go as close to the ground as possible, even if you're shaking in your thighs. And I'm like, that's what the lady says. I mean, you know, she's worked with Alicia Keys and Mariah Carey and Beyonce. So it's total trust. And with the music team, you know, I'm not on American Idol, I'm not Kelly Clarkson. So I relied really heavily on my coach, Valerie, and on the music team, who just would say, you know what, sing from the heart, sing honestly. No one expects you to turn into like American Idol winner in 72 hours. Just tell a story that happens to be musical. And I was like, okay. And so I just had to surrender. That's the only way I could do a film where you're doing so many different things, comedic, romantic, some drama stuff, singing, dancing. I'm a control freak, but with something like this, I just have to completely let go. So even when Freddie and I were doing scenes in the freezing cold, you try to stop shaking, but I'm like, well, my lip is shaking, and hopefully they kept it in the cut, because our director Gabriella said it looked like you were trembling with love, and I'm like, great, So if I would just surrender to whatever Freddie was doing, Deja was doing, the dancers were doing, and once you do that, it's kind of out of your hands, and you just trust your team.
Well done, both of you, for pulling all those different parts of the creative process together in this film. And thank you so much for taking time.
You got it.